Hello again. I am Ross here at MDEV 25 with some creator conversations. I am here with Nattie to talk about Trash Dungeon. So start by telling me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so...
I'll just lean over, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm Nattie. My game dev handle is Vasm. I am a game developer based in Chicago currently. I have maybe one other game under my belt, but yeah, Trash Dungeon is just another one of my game jam games expanded into a bigger release.
So let's talk about Trash Dungeon. Just please try to describe Trash Dungeon in 10 words or less.
Okay, damn, 10 words.
It's not very many.
Yeah, right. Well, it is a roguelike dungeon crawler. I usually say where you're a rabid raccoon with a ski mask and a gun, and you're stealing trash in a dungeon.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So with Trash Dungeon, are there release dates that you're going for? Demo is currently available on Steam, if I remember right. Is there a next fest that you're trying to hit? Is there a release date that you're going for? Feel free to share whatever you feel comfortable doing.
Yeah. So the demo is on Steam. It's also available on itch and also GX Games for playing. I will probably be shooting for the February Steam Next Fest, and if not then probably the summer one. So yeah, definitely there's no hard set release date. It's a very casual indie development project. So yeah, but probably within the next year or so. I probably will only take another year max of development.
Sweet. Are you aiming for any particular platform, traditional PC, keyboard, gamepads, Steam Deck, other platforms, anything in particular?
Yeah, definitely just Steam for now. Definitely has full controller support. We'll probably aim for gamepad. Steam Deck accessibility completely. Right now just PC is probably the main platform aiming for. Yeah.
Works for me. I mean, that's my main.
Yeah.
So what games inspire you, either for this game or in general?
Yeah, for this game, definitely Nuclear Throne. Anything made by Vlambeer is probably a huge inspiration. So Nuclear Throne, Super Crate Box. Yeah, people always also say, oh, there's a lot like Enter the Gungeon. That's a good game. Haven't played it that much though. But other games are probably Hotline Miami. That's probably a big one as well.
I mean, if we're shouting out Vlambeer, I think Vlambeer did Luftrausers.
Yeah, they did Luftrausers.
Yeah, Luftrausers. Oh, good stuff.
That's a great game.
So few colors, so much fun.
Yeah.
And seeing as we're at MDEV, what does MDEV mean to you, being an indie alley?
It's just a great conference here, in Madison. So, it's just a cool place for game developers in the Midwest to come and show their stuff. And this is my first MDEV, so it's been a good time so far. I've liked so far the opportunity to connect with other devs and connect with gamers to show them my game.
Sweet. What has been your favorite thing so far?
Favorite thing so far? Honestly, yeah, just connecting with other developers. Some of them are people I already know. We have a lot of developers from the Chicago area also here, sweeping and showing off our games. But also, yeah, just getting to meet like-minded developers also making cool projects.
So if we want to find out more about Trash Dungeon, what are the best places to look? Is the Steam page the number one page, or is there a social that we should go?
Yeah, you can go on Steam. That's probably the main place to go. You can find it on itch as well. And if you want to follow me personally, my development, I'm on Blue Sky, and I also have a Tumblr. It's just vasm.blog.
Okay, and Vasm, V-A-S-M?
It's V-A-A-A-S-M, so it's 3 A's.
V, 3 A's, S-M.
Yes.
You heard it here maybe first? I'm not sure how many times you've said it out.
Yeah, it's everywhere, so
It's everywhere, folks. You got to check it out. So the two main mechanics that I noticed when playing the demo were the I would say stopwatch to die. It's very time oriented as far as continuing to collect trash or kill things to get trash, and the choice of using twin stick mechanics but having a separate trigger mechanisms. So as far as your inspirations and the testing, because it sounds like this was a game jam start, what chose you to choose that kind of play control style and that kind of frenetic pace. Was there what was the inspiration in how you got there? Was this, seeing as this was Game Jam, was this the first try of that, or were there other things that kind of didn't work and this was the thing that ended up where the fun actually was?
Yeah, that's a good question. I started out with the Game Jam just knowing that I wanted to make a punchy, like action-heavy game. I was like, oh, maybe I'll make a zombie game or something like that. But and I had fun like juicing it up right from the beginning and making it like an awesome, like a game that feels awesome to play. And I quickly just like decided to go with the combo mechanic, the rabies meter to make you keep going, because I wanted players to like play a game that made them feel aggressive, make them feel like they're just out here and gonna kill, and like if they don't, they're gonna die, so it's like the stakes are always high. And I chose a few people have commented on like the twin stick, like how different it is because there's the trigger to shoot instead of just the analog stick. I want to like make an accessibility option or a different control option for being able to play like that. It's mostly just because like I think like some of the more modern games like games like Nuclear Throw and Enter the Gungeon, they don't have that kind of like they don't use the analog stick like that. And I guess that's because I'm used to playing those kinds of games, even though the old school ones always do the analog stick to shoot.
I think some of the modern games, ammo and weapon management is more a part of it. So there's not the concept. You do have the concept of your default unlimited ammo weapon in Trash Dungeon, but there are things that you pick up, and I would assume that you wouldn't want to waste the ammo of the power-up type weapons that you pick up. Yeah. So I think that might be part of it, because I was noticing that I was like, oh, this weapon is good. Maybe I shouldn't be firing it like nonchalantly everywhere. Yeah, so is that part of it?
That's a big one, yeah, because you don't want to like waste all your ammo all at once, especially because your default pistol uses trash as ammo. And you have to keep your trash so that you can please the trash god at the end of the elevator.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about the what are you doing, why are you there. So my understanding is you are a rabies-filled trash panda, also known as a raccoon. You are collecting trash to appease the trash deity, and you are not allowed to go to the next zone or level until you have achieved a certain minimum amount of trash. Right. If you achieve that minimum amount of trash, you can go forward, and I think they like hoover up that amount of trash, and then you start from there to get to the next threshold. Is that right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you basically, there's like a trash fee every floor. You get the trash you need. Trash god says, okay, you're good to go, and then you just keep going, but the trash fee is higher every floor. So every floor you have to make sure you're still getting enough trash to keep going. The main reason I implemented that was actually because I wanted to create like a balance between the players, yes, being aggressive, but also I didn't want players to just leave enemies alive or stop collecting trash. I wanted players to like feel like they have to kill everything and find everything in each room, and the only way to do that was to give the player like a fee.
So I mean, it sounds like the overall goal of Trash Dungeon was to have and encourage a frenetic pace. Yeah. Has there been any challenges in providing that push-pull of any time when you have a frenetic pace, you need to allow at least some human downtime in there? And I know like the point at which your trash is collected is one. And is there any visual indication that people are looking for? Like, are you getting feedback on like people are like, this is exactly what I want, or are you getting pushback on the desired mechanics of Trash Dungeon?
Yeah, that's a good question, because it really is all up to the player. When a player plays the game and they're just like, sometimes they'll be like, oh, I love this, like, and they'll get it instantly. They get the balance between aggressive but also collecting the play, like that between those play styles. Some people will be like, oh, I wish like the rabies meter wasn't here, and it's just like, okay, well, that's not the point of the game, right?
Right. But, at that point you're like, that is kind of the main part of the game. Exactly. So maybe try a thing that doesn't have that in the game.
Right, exactly. And it's made me think of like maybe easier modes and stuff, just to have accessibility options for people who just want to shoot stuff, which is cool. But there are like plenty of visual indicators too. Like there are some safe rooms. Like the beginning room is safe. Any rooms where you're collecting like a new treasure is safe. The end room with the elevator is also safe. But the main thing is for the player. It's to encourage the player a sort of like flow state gameplay in the gameplay, because so you kill enemies to like what's it called, like get another kill to make the meter go back to normal, right?
And it's both the killing of an enemy and the collecting of trash that re-adds to your meter, right?
Right. So that's the thing. The trash bumps your meter a bit, but it doesn't. If the timer is already counting down, it doesn't reset it. You have to get a kill. So, but because of since that's how it works, players can just have their meter like full, and they just keep collecting trash, and they don't have to get kills. So they can just keep flowing and like killing stuff just to make sure they don't die. But like as long as you're collecting trash, you're fine. Yeah.
So now this game is on a demo. How do you feel about the process of getting feedback from people during the demo process? Is that crucial? Like it feels like, again, this is a game jam. We found the loop, and then it's just the refinement of the loop and understanding how other people are interacting with it and communicating. This is the goal. Like I'm just wondering how the feedback process has gone for this project.
It's been good. I think for me, like the way I'm kind of treating having a public demo out is almost like early access, where it's like obviously you're not paying for the game, but it's just like I'm fine with having this demo out and like polishing a few things or maybe like experimenting with gameplay stuff. As players have access to it, and they can and pushing out updates, and players can just be like, "Oh, cool! Trash Dungeons like has this like little update now or something like that as a demo."
I feel like we're re-entering the age of the demo. It feels like for a long time people were like, "Don't make a demo; it's a waste of time, it's a waste of resources." I mean, for a period of time, it was either buy the whole game, make an early access, do a Kickstarter. Mm-hmm. Like the industry was just in a different place where you didn't like make a workable thing. You got people's money.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're moving back to the era of the demo where a video can only do so much, but 5 minutes of gameplay, you're going to figure out if Trash Dungeon is for you within about 5 minutes.
Exactly.
And it seems like a better idea. Like a trailer video is good, but 5 minutes of actually playing the game is probably better, right?
Exactly. No, I fully agree. I think like me personally, like, I grew up like playing Flash games and like free games online. That's part of what got me into being a game dev actually, was finding games made with Game Maker and downloading them as a kid because I didn't have money to buy like AAA games, And so that's I think the strength of a demo. Like your demo can just be out and like anybody can find it and it'll always be there and you can just play it, right? And you can have fun. Whereas like, when your game is just only available for purchase, then you're there's a barrier there between that and like people playing the game who might just not want to spend their cash immediately. And sometimes I think that's good because, sometimes people might need those 5 minutes of gameplay just to feel like they want to buy your game. And I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah. Speaking of good things, I feel like we could do some gratitude today. Is there anybody that you want to shout out? Any thanks or spotlights that you would like to put on anyone in particular?
Yeah, shout out to Indie City Games. It's our local game developer community in Chicago. We're a lot of support for developers there, and we're growing exponentially every year, and it's been pretty awesome, and I wouldn't be anywhere without them. Shout out to all my friends in Indie City Games. So shout out to the Lost Gator Collective. Shout out to Kyle from Hypertyper. Shout out to all my homies. Yeah.
Shout out to the homies. You heard it here first, folks. All right. Anything else you wanted to mention?
Play Trash Dungeon now and die horribly, or get rich off trash. Yeah.
Awesome. We'll talk to you later.